We're seeing something alarming in children today. Autism now affects 1 in 31. ADHD diagnoses are soaring, and nearly 40% of kids in the US are dealing with some form of chronic health condition. As parents, many of you have tried everything: special diets, gut healing, supplements, medications, therapy after therapy, and yet your child still struggles with things like digestive issues that just won't resolve, sleep that's really never restful, anxiety and emotional overwhelm, meltdowns, behavioral challenges, or sensory sensitivities. And here's what we want you to know. It's not your fault. You've done everything right, but there's just a crucial piece almost everyone misses. One that even many holistic providers overlook. There's a single powerful nerve pathway that acts as the body's master control switch for healing, digestion, immune coordination, and emotional regulation. It's called the vagus nerve. This message is for parents who are exhausted, who've read every blog, tried every natural remedy, and still feel stuck in a cycle of symptom control. You're not crazy, and you are certainly not alone. This could be the breakthrough that your family's been searching for. Let's start with the science first. The vagus nerve is the longest and the most complex cranial nerve in the body. It begins in the brainstem and it travels through the neck, and it touches nearly every major organ system, which impacts your child's digestion, their heart rate, lungs, immune system, mood, and so much more. It's the primary player for the parasympathetic side of the nervous system. It's part responsible for rest, digestion, healing. Here's the issue. Many kids today are stuck in a sympathetic and constant stress mode. When the vagus nerve is underactive or overwhelmed, the body can't shift into healing mode, no matter how many healthy things that you've tried. How does vagus nerve dysfunction show up? When the vagal tone is disrupted, it creates a ripple effect across the body. The digestive system is going to struggle, so constipation, reflux, gut inflammation, and a breakdown of the gut-brain communication. You're going to see weakened immunity, chronic illness, inflammation, and a lack of resilience to stress, emotional dysregulation, anxiety, panic, sensory overwhelm, and difficulty calming down or coping with change. Behavioral challenges, they're going to be outbursts, focus issues, and social emotional immaturity. Sleep disruptions, so trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, even when we know that they are overly tired. These are not isolated issues. They all trace back to the nervous system being stuck in survival mode. So how did the nervous system get here? The perfect storm behind the vagus nerve dysfunction. The vagus nerve the dysfunction doesn't happen overnight. For many kids, it starts in utero with maternal stress hormones impacting the developing nervous system. It continues at birth, especially if there are birth interventions, things like Pitocin, C-sections, forceps, vacuum delivery, in which it creates tension and trauma in the upper neck and the brainstem, right where the vagus nerve originates. Then come early life stressors, whether that's going to be recurrent antibiotics, inflammatory foods, environmental toxins, screen time, and emotional overwhelm. Each one of these adds layers of stress, making it harder for the nervous system to shift into regulation and resilience. We call this buildup the perfect storm. It creates what we often see as subluxation and dysregulation in the exact areas where the vagus nerve begins. How we measure and support the vagus nerve function at Cultivate, we use state-of-the-art Insight scans to evaluate your child's nervous system. These non-invasive scans give us real-time data on the vagal tone, heart rate variability, and stress patterns, so we can pinpoint where this dysregulation is happening. Heart rate variability in particular is one of the most reliable indicators of the vagus nerve function. And our scans help us objectively measure that for you guys. Here's a series of HRV scans. As when we see the scan on the left, the nervous system is stuck in gas pedal, which is going to be your sympathetic nervous system is activated. When the nervous system is in a state of stuck and chronic stress, through this series we can see as the white dot plots closer to the balance of the center on the graph. This shows how the autonomic nervous system is going into proper regulation. We use these scans to show where your nervous system's baseline is currently at. From there, we're going to create a customized plan of care, and we're going to use gently neurologically focused chiropractic adjustments that are designed to restore balance to the nervous system and improve the function of how your vagus nerve is communicating without medication or invasive interventions. So the bottom line, if your child has been stuck in a chronic state of symptoms and therapies and seeing no lasting progression, there is another way. Instead of chasing symptoms, we help families address the root cause by supporting the nervous system's ability to regulate, adapt, and heal, starting with the vagus nerve. You've tried everything else. It's time to look deeper and finally give your child the foundation they need to thrive. If your child is stuck in a stress mode and struggling with focus, digestion, sleep, sensory issues, behavior or emotional regulation challenges, or anything else you can't quite find the key to, it's time to stop guessing and start seeing. Our neurological insight scans and HRV technology can show exactly how well the vagus nerve is functioning and whether their nervous system is in proper balance or if it's stuck in fight or flight or totally out of sync. Click the link in our bio to learn more, and if you're ready to schedule your child's nervous system evaluation today and finally get the answers that lead to real lasting healing, we look forward to serving you at Cultivate.